Hi there, friends. I'm meteorologist Jeff Hanowich. It is 10 o'clock here on this Tuesday evening. Hope everybody had a great day. It was a pretty nice day. We saw a whole lot of warmth. We saw our fair share of sunshine. It was interesting, though. In the morning, we saw a whole lot of blue skies. By the afternoon, we started to see a little bit more hazy sun. The sky kind of lost its blue tint and looked a little more white. But, of course, that is because of some additional cloud cover in the higher levels of the atmosphere. The vast majority of us stayed dry today. There were, however, just a couple of showers that rolled through. Had one in Botetourt County earlier, had one or two up into Highland and parts of Bath County earlier today as well. Outside of that, what you see is what you get. Today was partly to at times mostly sunny for us. So while it's quiet here right now, it is far from quiet further to the west. We've got a line of heavy rain and thunderstorms extending from Wisconsin all the way south into Texas. We've had about 7 tornado touchdowns in and around Iowa, northern parts of Missouri, and also into western parts of Illinois. So this area that you see shaded in yellow has seen some tornado touchdowns today. That's a tornado watch box. Now, come tonight, over probably the next 4 to 5 hours, you're going to want to focus your attention a little bit further south of this box into southern parts of Missouri and also into Arkansas. This is where we could see a little bit more in the way of severe weather here through about maybe 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. What's west eventually heads east, and yes, this storm system is going to impact us here a little bit tomorrow evening, but more likely as we head into Thursday. I think Thursday is going to be the wettest / stormiest day for us. Interesting to note, while you see these boxes showing up here in pink and yellow, those are severe weather watch boxes, okay? Look north. It is snowing like crazy right now out across parts of the Dakotas, also into northern parts of Minnesota. And when I say it's snowing a lot, we're talking about 1 inch or 2 inches per hour out across northern parts of Minnesota close to International Falls. So the northern tip of this is all snow, southern tip is rain and thunderstorms. All right, let's talk about the severe weather outlook. Again, we are looking at more severe weather here for about the next 3 to 5 hours in areas shaded in this orange and red color, especially in this red color. That's where we have a moderate risk for severe weather for about the next 4 to 5 hours. This includes Joplin, Missouri, Springfield, Missouri, areas near Little Rock, Arkansas, also areas around Fayetteville, Arkansas. So this is where the severe weather threat is going to be for tonight. Notice that severe weather shifts a little bit further to the east tomorrow, okay? We're looking at severe weather possible in places like Chicago, Grand Rapids, Detroit, Cleveland, Toledo, Indianapolis, Nashville, and Louisville. We are in this little green color for areas along and north of Highway 460. That green color means that areas along and north of 460 are at a marginal risk for severe weather, mainly for tomorrow evening. I don't think we see a whole lot of activity tomorrow. Frankly, I don't think we see a whole lot of activity tomorrow evening. I think anything we see really from about 6 p.m. through about 11 p.m. tomorrow will be isolated, okay? But the thing is, with us being so warm tomorrow, there's going to be fuel for these storms to develop. So if we can get anything to develop, and there's a possibility that we don't, but if we can get things to develop, then any storm that forms could pack a punch in the way of some strong to severe thunderstorms. Main threats would be heavy rain, thunder and lightning, and also some strong to potentially damaging wind gusts. But can we get things going? That's the million-dollar question. If we do, any storm that forms along and north of Highway 460 could pack a punch very late tomorrow afternoon into tomorrow evening. There might be a better chance for severe weather on Thursday. Thursday is when we actually have the front pushing through the region. At that point in time, we're going to have more rain, we're going to have more thunderstorms. I want to talk to you a bit about Thursday. Thursday, if we awaken to cloud cover, that's the best news. If we awaken Thursday morning to rain, that's the best news. Why? Because if we awaken to some sunshine Thursday, that will destabilize the atmosphere and allow for this very powerful front to have that much more energy to work with. So you want to wake up on Thursday to clouds and some rain if possible. I don't know if we get really a whole lot of rain Thursday morning, but my hope is we're overcast. You don't want to see sunshine Thursday morning. If we do, that could mean a pretty active time for us heading into Thursday afternoon and Thursday evening. All right, friends, let's talk about future tracker. And the general trend will be for us tonight to gradually see a little more cloud cover rolling in. I still think we see some sunshine tomorrow, especially the first half of the day. Second half of the day, a little more cloud cover may be around, but this computer model really doesn't paint a very stormy picture for us late tomorrow afternoon or really tomorrow evening. Yes, maybe a couple of showers or thunderstorms towards the highlands, but that's about it. I will tell you there are other computer models that want to generate a little bit more on the radar come tomorrow evening than what you're seeing here. So right now we put in about a 20 to 30% chance for a few showers or thunderstorms very late tomorrow afternoon into tomorrow evening. Not everybody gets wet. Frankly, doesn't look like many of us will get wet, but if you do, a storm could pack a punch. However, let's talk Thursday. Thursday, this is 7, 8 a.m., and thankfully it looks like we're pretty cloudy, okay? But it doesn't look like we see a whole lot of rain at 7, 8 a.m., maybe a stray shower here or there. This is around 2 p.m., and you'll notice that there could be a couple of breaks of sunshine Thursday afternoon, but there's also the chance for a few showers starting to develop in the early afternoon hours. We are looking at the best chance for showers and thunderstorms on Thursday after about 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon, lasting through the evening. And right now it looks like we will see the worst of the weather on Thursday, potentially in areas along and east of the Parkway. Okay, the mountains, you may be spared from much in the way of rain and thunderstorms. You'll probably get a little bit wet, but looks like the worst of the weather Thursday afternoon into Thursday evening will likely be along and east of the Parkway. Now, as far as where this front goes once it gets through our neck of the woods, it looks like it's going to push further down to the south. Notice, though, it looks like it's going to stall out Friday south of us. The question is exactly where it stalls out. Some computer models want to keep it a little bit further south. Some computer models want to bring it a little further north. The further north this stalls out, the better chance of rain we have on Good Friday and also on Saturday. So right now I did put about a 30 to 40% chance for some rain in the forecast on Good Friday and also on Saturday, because my thought process is this thing may stall out a little further north and provide areas south of Roanoke, south of 460, that chance for passing showers. Looks like the best chance for rain Good Friday and Saturday will be south of 460. North of 460, you could be dry both days. It's the closer you get to the North Carolina-Virginia border, the closer you get to the front, where we'll have that better chance for some rain Friday into Saturday. Let's talk about that Easter weekend forecast. And again, we did put the chance for a little bit of rain on Good Friday and also on Saturday. Again, if you're watching us in Hot Springs and Covington, my best guess right now is Good Friday and Saturday are dry. Okay, there's a better chance for rain Friday and Saturday towards Wytheville, Martinsville, Danville, South Boston. Easter Sunday looks dry for everybody, okay? And we'll start to warm things up again, too. Look, temperatures tomorrow are very, very warm. But by the time we head late this week into this holiday weekend, temperatures are going to cool down. 60 on Saturday, 66 on Easter Sunday. A little warmer on Easter Sunday, and it looks like we're going to see a nice mix of sun and clouds on Easter Sunday. Sunrise, by the way, on Easter Sunday is a little bit before 6 a.m. So we do look at cooler temperatures as we head into this holiday weekend. It's short-lived. After a very warm week this week, after a little bit of a cool down late this week into this upcoming weekend, temperatures start to skyrocket again as we head into next week. Next week looks to be very warm for us again. So 66 on Easter Sunday, I would say no later than Tuesday of next week, we're in the 70s again. All right, let's talk temperatures here at 10:09. It is 65 in Hot Springs, also in Wytheville, 75 Roanoke, 69 as we speak in Lynchburg, lower 70s in Danville. Winds right now not a huge factor. For the most part, we're about 3 to 7 miles per hour. It was a little bit breezy earlier today, but those winds have settled down as they usually do at night. But tomorrow, those winds will be back on the increase. We're looking at sustained winds tomorrow about 5 to 15 miles per hour, gusting 20 to 30 miles per hour. So the general trend will be for us to see increasing amounts of wind as we head throughout the day on your Wednesday. For tonight, we're going to have some clouds around. Otherwise, I think we're dry the rest of the night. Overnight lows in the 50s. 3-day zone-by-zone forecast showing that in the NRV, your best chance for rain will be Thursday. However, you'll still have that chance for some passing showers on Friday. For the highlands, it looks like you're going to be at your warmest on Wednesday, your coolest on Friday. South side, we're going to keep that rain chance going from Thursday into Friday. Again, maybe a few thunder showers late tomorrow and Friday. In Lynchburg, you are looking at temperatures going from 84 Wednesday into the middle 60s Friday, lower 60s Saturday, back up to 70 to 75 by early next week. I'm just seeing something here. I forgot to move the eggs. I got to move the eggs to Sunday. I've been showing this all day. I got to move that over to here. I got to do that before the 11. In Roanoke, you are looking at your best chance for rain here for the rest of the work week lying on Thursday. Thursday looks wet. Thursday looks potentially a little bit stormy too. Looks like Thursday morning will be drier than Thursday afternoon and Thursday evening. So again, scattered showers and thunderstorms develop on Thursday. Friday, continued rain chances, especially south of Roanoke. By Easter Sunday into Monday and Tuesday of next week, we will dry things out and see more sunshine. So again, by Easter Sunday into early next week, the weather looks to be nicer after some unsettled weather Thursday, Friday, and potentially even into Saturday. Current time is 10:11, and joining me is my good friend Allie. Allie, are there any questions I can answer tonight? Hit me. When will we know if we will have storms for sure on Thursday? I feel fairly confident right now in saying I feel as though we're going to have some thunderstorms on Thursday. I feel confident enough to say right now that some of us, not all of us, but some of us will hear rumbles of thunder on Thursday. I'm hoping that the storms do not hit severe limits. You know, a regular thunderstorm is just a garden variety thunderstorm. But when you can get wind and hail and hopefully no rotation, but when you get storms that have spin or have hail or have wind, that's a severe thunderstorm, okay? Garden variety storms that have thunder and lightning and heavy rain, but don't have those other three components, those are just your garden variety thunderstorms. I'm hoping that the storms stay your garden variety thunderstorms on Thursday. Again, we're looking at the best chance for thunderstorms Thursday, later in the day into the evening. So after about 3 o'clock, I would say the best chance for rain and thunderstorms will lie on Thursday. And I also think that the best chance for thunderstorms will be a little bit further east. The mountains probably won't have as much bad weather potentially on Thursday as Lynchburg and Southside. One thing I do want to say, it bears repetition again. Thursday, you want to wake up to cloud cover, okay? You want to see lots of clouds on Thursday. Frankly, if we don't hit 80 on Thursday, that's a good thing, okay? You want to be as cool as you can possibly be, as stable as you can possibly be, and those clouds would help us out. If we see sunshine on Thursday, that's not good news for what could happen potentially later in the day. Anything else, Allie? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so tomorrow, the question is, will there be a risk for severe weather any day? Tomorrow, I think we're for the most part dry during the day, and I don't think a lot happens tomorrow evening. However, if we can get a thunderstorm to develop tomorrow evening, there will be enough energy and juice for any storm that forms to potentially pack a little bit of a punch, okay? But the coverage area Wednesday into Wednesday night looks pretty small. Thursday, I think, is the day to watch, okay? That's when the actual front moves overhead. So yes, Thursday afternoon and Thursday evening is probably our best chance to have some stronger thunderstorms rolling through the region. At this point, I am not concerned about a tornado. I am a little more concerned, I guess, with some wind. And obviously we could pick up on some heavier downpours and some thunder and lightning too. We'll have a better idea as to what the severe weather threat will be on Thursday come tomorrow. But right now, yes, I think we could have a couple of strong to severe thunderstorms Thursday afternoon and Thursday evening in the Lynchburg and the south side zones. Maybe not necessarily in the mountains between about 3 p.m. and about maybe 10 p.m. And right now, I'm thinking the threats would be heavy rain, thunder and lightning, and wind. Anything else, Allie? Perfect. Allie, I forgot to show the pivot graphic. You did. Oh. Okay. Allie has asked me for the last couple of these appcasts that we've been doing. Allie, by the way, is in my ear. She's kind of the producer of these appcasts, and she's a godsend. She told me yesterday, she goes, Jeff, you need to make sure you put in that pinned graphic. I didn't put in the pinned graphic. I forgot. So I actually ran off set and put it in before we bade farewell to you last night. But tonight, you attached it, so we don't have to worry about showing the pinned. Perfect. All right, what we're doing here, as we've been saying, is something called an appcast. And an appcast is something that we started, we're probably working on close to 3 months of these right now. We do them every Monday night at 10 p.m., every Friday night at 10 p.m. Reason behind that madness is on Monday at 10 p.m. we kind of tell you about the week ahead, and we do them on Friday nights at 10 p.m. to talk about the weekend ahead. It's Tuesday night. Why are we doing one tonight? Well, we're doing one tonight to kind of just inform you about what is to come here for the rest of the week. Again, we could have some not so nice weather as we head into Thursday. Thursday, I think, is the day to watch for more rain and potentially some thunderstorms as well. Where can you see these appcasts? You can see these appcasts on Facebook Live when it cooperates, on the news app, the weather app, on Roku, and on YouTube. So there are 5 different ways in which you can watch these appcasts that we are doing quite frequently here at your local weather authority.